New York City aims to be the premier digital city of the future, and with its ambitious digital roadmap, New York City is aggressively executing this vision. A key part of the roadmap is NYC Platform, an open government framework for city data, an early version of which is being used in Big Apps. During the first Big Apps in 2009, there were 200 datasets with all kinds of files in varying formats sitting on a web server. In 2010, there were more than 350 datasets. And this year, with the new Socrata-backed Open Data Catalog, there are more than 860 datasets. And if the city's target of opening up all its data goes as planned, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The 850 datasets are but a fraction of this enormous mountain of data. However, if you look at the roadmap, this is more than just exposing the data for transparency. It's also about fostering innovation and encouraging entrepreneurship in the city. And oftentimes, this requires the tapping of other APIs and various other data sources from linked data and beyond. But this very abundance of data brings its own set of problems. Because even with the Socrata API, making sense of the catalog, though a quantum leap from years past, is still a roadblock for users of NYC Open Data. Because it's so much more than just having access to the data. It's also about understanding each dataset and how they relate to each other and to other data sources outside the catalog. And so for Big Apps 3.0, because we know NYC platform users are already dealing with the problems of big data, or as my niece would like to call it, supercalifragilistically exponentially huge open data, we created NYCFacets. We start with the wonderful data source that is the NYC Open Data Catalog, and then we extract as much metadata as we can. And we squeeze even more metadata, extra metadata as we call it, derived using semantics, statistics, algorithm, and the crowd. All this so NYC platform users can better understand the catalog and enable them to make smart, federated queries, not only about the metadata and the extra metadata we've compiled, but directly to the different data sources as well. And we do this with a technique we call crowd knowing, which is simply human-powered, machine-accelerated collective knowledge systems, where we combine the genius of the social graph, the crowd, with the raw number-crunching inferencing power of our engine to attack the problem of huge open data. Here's a quick demo of a system. So I'm a developer and I want to develop a mobile application for Wi-Fi. So knowing that, let me just type Wi-Fi here. It pulled up some things that it knows of, but let me do a quick search instead of going to that data set. Oh, all kinds of stuff. You can do faceted navigation, but you know what, let me quickly check this data set. Oh, lots of metadata. Let me check this out. It has 1126 rows. I want to develop something for the Brooklyn area. Let me see, clicking on this columns tab. They have some samples. I don't have time to download the dataset. Let me see what the sample of the dataset is. So click on city because I'm doing something for Brooklyn. Let me see if they have anything for Brooklyn. I have a quick breakdown of the top values, and sure enough, the biggest share is Brooklyn with 200 datasets. Nice. So let me look for other datasets that I can use for my Wi-Fi Finder application for Brooklyn. Go back, and hey, there are some tags here, and let me click on this Wi-Fi tag. Hey, there's another one. NYC Wi-Fi Hotspot 1. How is this any different from this dataset I just looked at? There's a little note here that says this dataset is a duplicate. It's a filter with no filter conditions. Let me check. Same number of rows, the filter condition. None? Oh, so somebody must be playing around with Socrata and they created the duplicate dataset. And that is just the tip of the iceberg of what NYC Facets can do. You can really slice and dice the metadata. For more information, for more tutorials and demos, just go to nycfacets.com. Thank you.